I'm still cute. Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. You. Come on now. You more than cute. I don't
I
blame you.
appreciate you. I appreciate you.
I'm
So
so
yeah,
glad. I'm proud of you that you moved on,
I
and
have
that's
like
what these women need to do.
there's no option. I can't stay in a dark place forever.
Right. You
I
can't
learned my lesson.
because
Move on.
life is too short. Life
Yes.
is too short. And that's what I want. I hope if Natiri's listening to this, that's what I want her to know. Life is too short. She's too young to be under stress and is always over a man
And
because
deserve.
she's looking for love in all the wrong places. You ain't gonna find it nowadays in this conscious community. These men
Woo!
out that are out here now, they're perpetrating a fraud. They're frauds. They're trying to get your money, sell you a dream, and keep it moving on you.
And what
It,
I understand when it comes to her, like, okay, you want back to Solar. You don't believe in going to the doctor. So you sat there, willingly because of love. I said this earlier, get back with somebody that's going to give you the same STDs you just got rid of.
yep, yep. And then get flare ups because she got that stuff you can't get rid of.
And
Because she gets
especially,
flare ups all the time.
that's what happens when you stress. They get flare ups.
Well, you get them from the stress, and also you can also get them from a dirty D. Right. And that thing been in a man. Cause remember you was asking me about that dude that transgender
Mm-hmm.
been with him and ain't no telling how many other people. I'm trying to tell you. And then what kills me is she's an actor, Neytiri is, because when it was told to her that he was with that dude, she acted like she wanted to throw up. It was so disgusting, but you still laying with him right now.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that.
They had a video.
And she was acting like that
They
was.
showed her the video. He was in a room. The dude was on the bed, and he was standing up,
Mm,
nothing on. Talking about Solar,
yeah,
and you already know what he
I
did.
saw that one.
Yeah, okay, so you seen it. Okay. Yeah, that's the video that somebody must have showed her to let her know, just to warn her, like,
Right.
you know, I don't know if he's doing it because Nature Boy had them doing it. So he played along like he went both ways, or he claimed that he did it before he knew Nature Boy, but it made him sick. He knew it wasn't for him.
Right. How did you get from being sick to allowing that to happen now and being okay with
Cause
it?
he was scared of Nature Boy. He's sitting there dry snitching on Nature Boy now, but when he was over there in Nature Boy's camp, he was quiet as a church mouse. Now he's got a big mouth because Nature Boy's in jail, can't get to him, and he's talking this little mess. Yeah,
But I swear I saw a video with Nature Boy when he's playing one of his characters as a doctor talking to Natiri,
Dr. Bishop.
the bishop,
Yeah.
or
Mm-hmm.
that bishop,
Yep.
talking to
uh-huh.
Natiri and asking her about Solar if he was bi, how would she feel? And she was acting so supportive.
No, she's
So
lying. She got sick to her stomach. They were saying that she was acting like she's about to throw up, which I'm quite sure that was a little act, but she probably was sick to her stomach because people can say one thing and then when they really see that take place, that's another
it,
scenario.
right, right, yeah.
So, and I don't think she's accepting of that at all. I don't even think she probably was accepting of knowing Nature Boy's past. She was just trying to get to Solar. And that's what the sad part about it is. That girl did everything in her power. She sacrificed her respect for herself,
More than one.
body, and every more than once to try to get to you. You knew it. You over there in carbonation ignoring this girl, acting like she ain't coming over there for you. You know she was over there for you. But you couldn't be man enough to say, listen, Nature Boy, you might put me out, but she didn't come over here to be with you. She
Right.
came to be, and maybe he would have saved Nature Boy from going to jail. Because Natiri and them charges that she put on that man is the driving factor to why he's sitting down now.
I
On
knew.
top of people now coming forth that used to be in that tribe that are now, because of her opening up the doors,
Right.
you feel what I'm saying? Now they want to sit there and talk and speak what happened to them.
Now everybody feels so comfortable now, but they could have saved somebody back then.
Nobody, exactly.
But I
Nobody was comfortable, right?
yeah,
Until she said something.
Right. Your healing is your healing. So whenever you're ready, as long as they're doing it, I'm happy that they're doing it.
Right. I'm wondering how many people that I know of that, I mean, because I don't know everybody from the tribe, because like I said, I wasn't like reporting on it since I think he started in 2017 or something. The
16.
16 melanated, the
Right.
melanated tribe. So I wasn't doing commentary way back then. So I'm saying, I'm wondering, is it going to be people from way back then, and people from when I was doing commentary in 2019, the beginning of 2019 to the
Mm-hmm.
present time. I'm just wondering who's on that paperwork, who basically came forward and said that man was a demon.
I think only person did was Neytiri. There was a reason. I had a feeling the
But
reason.
they're saying Velvet, and they're saying allegedly they're saying Velvet, they're
Mhm.
saying Joy. What's her, I think that's her, is that her government name or the name that Natureboy gave her? Oh,
Joy.
no, her name is Tori, but they called her Joy over
Joy.
at Moose's baby's mother. They're saying she's supposed to be coming for. See, you know how people in the street, it's like a telephone game. You say something at the beginning of the line, by the time it gets down to the end, it's something else.
But
So
but funny thing is, a lot of people coming over to the right side to protect yourself because they also have things on them. So
right.
maybe on a deal, so they also don't be teared down and have to go to jail.
I just seen talking about that. I seen the ex carbonate. She another one. She funny as hell because you wasn't doing none of that when you was in Nature Boy's face. Her name is Trey963, but they call her Mama Nine.
Mama Nine, I remember Mama.
Yeah, he made her turn back into a woman and get with Musa, and so I think she has bitter feelings because he made her believe that she's a woman, she should be with a man, and so
Virgin.
yeah, she was, I guess she was on her social media, sticking up her middle finger saying F, Nature Boy, and I seen it on the thumbnail of a YouTuber's video. Yeah, she be going in on him. But you wasn't doing all that when you was in his face, though.
Because they was threatening to be jumped every moment of the day.
Yeah, exactly. Because if he didn't put his hands on them, trust me, he gonna have his disciples do it, and they ain't gonna just do no one-on-one. They gonna jump her,
Oh yeah.
and usually it probably be the dudes that might jump her, not even the females, because she really started off on the dude side.
Yeah.
So she was over there with Musa, still on the dude side when he turned her into a female, had her in the dress, and yeah, he dressed up. But I said, I said, eventually I think Nature Boy would have probably made her one of his wives if she started looking good to him eventually. Yeah, that was for his own gain. You know what I'm saying? There's always a method to Nature Boy's madness. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he messed up a lot of people. He definitely messed Solar up. He should have let Solar just be with Neytiri from the gate, and then he could have figured out while at carbonation if Neytiri was for him. You understand what I'm trying to say? Or if he was gonna just end up staying with Zoca. Now the boy's confused.
Do you think they was Solar and Natiri was ever really in love? I know she loved him, but did he love her? Was it reciprocated on his side?
I don't know. You talking about Solar?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. To me it's confused. I think it's fake. I think it's all for social media, for cash apps and views. I couldn't tell you that. I really couldn't. I don't know what's going on. It's just confusing to me. I just know that Solar always got that Zoca in his mouth. I know he still has feelings for her.
Right.
And I
Right.
feel that if you feel that strongly about that girl, you should be with her. You
It's
should
just
be with her.
she never wanted him. Wasn't he the reason why allegedly she was missing a tooth because he hit her?
I thought it fell out. See, that's something I didn't even know.
It
So
just
that's what you had heard?
it just fell.
Wow. Well,
She
no, but
it fell out.
if I didn't hear that story, I gotta just tell you that I think it just fell out.
It just fell out. Okay, this
Yeah,
teeth
well, he
fell
was.
out.
Oh, but listen, I was surprised though. He was that Solar was whooping on Zoca.
He was trying.
They all was doing it. Even True was whooping. Man, True was giving the business to Sheba. And they all doing it for the love of Natureboy, because Natureboy was telling them this is what you have to do with your women. You don't. What kind of master teacher tells somebody to do that to a woman
and promote love and understanding? And come on now,
that's crazy.
and
he calls himself a master teacher
of death.
Yeah, he just, yeah. Well, we know that because Mama D ain't here. Yeah, man, because he
won.
And I'm talking about that. I'm wondering if her family is still trying to pursue that. And sometimes it takes years to be able to, pull somebody into court and then indict them on that stuff. They got to pull up a lot of evidence. They could be investigating that now. It could take like 10 years before they indict him.
All the evidence they need in order to take that person to court. Yeah.
Yeah, so he might got other future charges coming to him, man. And I think that's why he's in jail doing what he's doing right now. He ain't got nothing to lose. I think he knows they're gonna sit him down for a little while.
Do you know? I saw videos of this man talking about that he was thanking the court system, the police for arresting him, and he was getting out of hand. He was like so apologetic. He was like,
where'd you hear this at?
Recently, I was like doing research before I got on, and I saw, Natureboy talking about thank you for locking me up because I was getting out of hand. That's not going to save you, bro.
Yeah, it isn't. It sounds good, but it ain't gonna save you.
It's not.
Those charges are too serious,
right? Nobody.
Yeah, that ain't gonna soften your blow. He's gonna most likely plea out if he hasn't already pleaded.
Of course, he's telling on everybody. That's why everybody clear their name.
But you know what? He's gonna plead, and I'm gonna say this to you too. If he doesn't plead and he takes it all the way to court, they're gonna smoke him. They're gonna smoke him.
I know that.
I know he's gonna. If he had, I just got back on deck, so I don't know for sure. I did hear somebody say that's why he took that plea. But until I hear it from the horse's mouth or from a reliable source, the information, I don't know if he took the plea or not. But I think his best bet is to take the plea.
He is. He's weak. He's not going to stay. He talked about going to jail and sending a black man to jail for years. He is scared.
Yeah.
And out of his oodle and noodle money to pay everybody else.
I brought you up. What was it today? I was in a video and I was saying, talking about Natureboy and what he's doing in jail. And I was mentioning how you was like, yo, he just paid them dudes that some oodle noodles money. I was cracking up when you said that.
They don't respect that, man.
Yeah, but you know what, honey? Whatever, if he did pay him oodles and noodles or whatever, honey, it ain't worth it. Because let me tell you what I mean by it ain't worth it. You did that little setup, if it ain't real, making people think that you got people in jail that are worshiping you, and you're in jail for the same thing. You are a threat to society because anytime you can manipulate people's mind, that to the court system, you can manipulate them to do a Charles Manson, like Charles Manson had them girls doing.
That's what
going on a killing spree.
That's what he probably hoping to get somebody to be on that where he could just tell them
to do anything and they'll do it. They're already doing anything and they'll do it.
Or he probably tried it already with what's her name?
With who? Aya?
No, the one that is in jail for hurting.
Mariah Lynn. No. So she already had some issues before going to combination. So to be honest with you, with that, I ain't defending him on that. A lot of people like to say he had something to do with it, with the generational curse, movement he was talking about. But no, she had issues with her mother. She was already not wrapped too tight. It just was not good timing that Natureboy met her around the same time. Later on, a couple of months later, she didn't took her mother out this world.
Oh, because you know how he influenced people and he gets all their backstory about how they've been traumatized and this, that, other. I'm pretty sure. And plus he makes them believe that everybody in their family are demons.
Right.
I wouldn't surprised that that man put a bug in that woman's ear before
Yeah,
she did what she did.
He could have, but we don't know. That's what I'm
Right.
saying is right,
But
allegedly, because he does share a lot of stuff online, a lot. But I'm gonna tell you, there's a lot that he don't share. And
yeah,
I'm quite sure there's gonna be a lot that's gonna come out in the court that we might find out later.
everybody else wrongdoings. Why?
Like, just for an example, we just found out just recently that from Solar,
Mhm.
he mastered how to put them in seizures, like punch them in the head so that they go into a seizure. I'm like, what? This Kite said he used to make 𝗪𝗧𝗪 get on the floor and kick her dead in the stomach.
How do you go through that and be like, this is love, this pain in my stomach, this punch to my
I
head?
know it.
I
Solar was talking about yesterday how they literally would line up just to know they're gonna get punched in the head, waiting to get punched all in the head. Yeah, all of them. Zoca, all of them catch it. And then he would make. He said that he used to make 𝗪𝗧𝗪 stay in a room for days, and she smelled like an animal. Like he wouldn't let her take a shower or nothing. Yeah, have her trapped up in the room. I don't know what she was doing because 𝗪𝗧𝗪 is scary. So what would 𝗪𝗧𝗪 be doing that bad that you got to put her in a room like she's a prisoner?
But he used to just do the same thing to Velvet for days.
Yeah, because you know why? Because Velvet said that's why you didn't see that much because she was always healing from black eyes and little scars on her body from him beating her up in the room.
I always liked her because she didn't have a problem with fighting back.
Yeah, she was feisty, very feisty. Yeah, she had no problem with fighting back.
Like she was the one that was always attacking him.
No, she wasn't. She was attacking him because he was attacking her. He
So
was attacking her. He was
full time.
giving. He was over there giving her the business.
I'm sitting there listening to everybody like, yeah, this man really abused people. You abused them too because you stood there as a grown man and allowed that to happen.
And there's too many of you for you to be scared that y'all could have all jumped his
Jump
mom.
him. Jump him.
Right. And none of y'all even sat together and said that's what we gonna do.
No, they did quietly with each other, but they never really was
They
man
never acted it out.
because he always got boys.
Well, I think they were threatened by him individually.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it was the power of who he could get. They were threatened by that one man. He had that much power on them that I don't think he would have to go get anybody after them. He could line them all up like he did the women and slap them all.
But
Because
he never did it. Why did he never really put his hands on except for Loyal? And who else? It was
well,
Everett.
well, they said that he used to whoop on Pisces. I'm quite sure there were stories of the men getting abused, but you don't hear too much of it because
Right.
the men ain't gonna be come too clean about getting whooped on by no man. Women, we're emotional beings, so we'll tell it. These bums stay with Natureboy because they all was homeless, right? And they also didn't want Flyboy. They didn't want to work and be productive citizens of society, and they thought it was funner to live on an island and be somebody's servant and get whooped on, because that's all that happened, and that's a shame. There ain't no way I'm gonna be getting whooped on just because I don't want to work or be a productive citizen of. I'll get me a job. I will be productive, but I'm not gonna sit there and let no man just whoop on me just because I'm living free. I'm not doing that. I love myself too much, honey. Yeah, but they both said all of them settled for less, the men and the women. And it's just sad that the women are the last ones over there still dealing with that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they're messed up in the head. They're messed up in the head because of it. It's a shame.
It really is. It really is. But they can't use that excuse anymore. If they do the proper healing and go to therapy, they'll be better people. At least be on the road to being healthy.
Exactly. Let me ask you a question. If you think if you stay with Gargett, even though he would let you fight another woman and not break it up, do you think he would have ever got to a point where he got physical with you?
He would have tried, and
you think so?
He would have. I didn't see that in him. I saw him as a very timid being that needed love.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure he would have tried it. I mean, once upon a time, and that'd be the last time you hear about Garget. They'd be like, "Who? Oh, that skinny dude that used to hang out with Natureboy." Not the one.
Oh boy. She said he would have tried it. He would have caught a bad one, huh? Oh boy, that's crazy.
I believe in putting them in jail. Definitely.
I don't even look at Garget to be he's just, I think he's mentally abusive, which is more dangerous. Because physical abuse, you can heal from that. But mental abuse, you sometimes you don't snap back if somebody make you go crazy now from mental abuse.
He like he'll get drunk and he rams. He's that type of person.
Oh, he gets drunk?
Yeah, he'll drink something called Golden Monkey, and he'll start ramming and just be like all over the place and just upset.
What do you mean when you? What do you mean, like yelling or?
Just talk about something and he's like, he'll be in his emotions and be angry.
Oh, okay.
And just like pace and stuff like that, and just mad with the world. So he does that.
Yeah,
he does that. So in those fits, I know that he could possibly put his hands on a female.
Yeah, when he's drinking.
Right.
And that's dangerous because sometimes you don't know what you're doing when you're drinking. Yeah, it's called blackout.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be careful with that.
He hit the right person, he gonna be blacked out all right.
Right, he gonna be knocked out. He gonna be sleeping.
Right.
He gonna be sleeping. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm telling you, man. But I'm gonna tell you, Solar, man, he's a trip. He needs to stop doing that stuff to that girl because he gonna mess around and be the next one in jail. Because she seems to be the type of female, when her feelings are hurt, your feelings are gonna be hurt, and you might just end up in jail messing with Neytiri.
Yeah,
but she's a very revengeful person.
She just started. Well, no, you're right. You're right. From day one, since she came the first time, she came from another cult and was telling all their business.
She was talking about what's his name? He sells that sea moss.
Don't they all now?
Short. I don't know. Don't get me the line. He's a little short guy. I can't think of his name right now. I showed a video. He's paid now. She should have stayed with him, but she was saying he was whooping on her. What's his name? I can't think of his name right now. But anyways, he's very well off right now. And she was with him and she ran all the business of what he was doing to her. Same thing. He was whooping on her and this and that and other. And she got on social media and ran her mouth about that. And then every time she was with Natureboy, she'd leave there and run all the business about that. That's Natureboy's fault for letting her back there. That's Natureboy's fault. That's what I believe.
I mean, the method was because she was a good look, and she brought up the views, and he's like obsessed with her hiney for some odd reason.
Yeah,
he talked about it for a week straight. How beautiful her butt is.
Weird stuff. Yeah, weird stuff. Please. Well, her butt got you locked up. She got you locked up. They won't let you out.
I had a feeling when she went back, I'm like, she gonna take him down. Like, she going for information. And I was right. They appreciate you, Neytiri. If
you said she was going back for information, like somebody sent her.
Yeah, like I'm pretty sure she's in cahoots with the police. This is my belief.
Yeah.
The part where now she needs evidence, and all she had to do was turn in some evidence. That's why she went back. And of course, if she was going to try to save Solar, because that's her soulmate. Because everybody's soulmate. And
he ain't acting like a soulmate. He's being very disrespectful, and I think he's doing it on purpose.
And why would you bring two women together that don't even like each other, and one that don't want you?
Right. It just don't make no sense to me. Can y'all hit the like button on your way in, please? I promise you it's free to like. I don't know why these people don't like hitting it. Come in here and listen to the conversation and don't even bother to hit the like button. Sitting here, just sitting up. It's just sitting up in here.
Relax.
Won't even hit. Yeah. and you say it 50,000 times and they hear you.
But if we sat
It's
there
not like Big
at a
O's
studio and we making beats, we would get $5,000 for
I don't know what we'll get, but I'm gonna tell you, up in this channel, if we was on Big O, you'll see who's coming in, and they would know you see them, and if you told them to hit the like, they'd probably hit it 9 times out of 10 because they know you're seeing them come in.
Right.
But on YouTube, you can't see who comes in unless they come through the chat. And usually the people in the chat always will leave a like, because they're conversating with me. Thank you. She said, thumbs up this video. That's right. That is right. I'm telling you, man, it's a trip. Come on up in here, listen to the conversation. Don't even want to hit the like button. And it don't cost no money. And then you go on the other channel holders pages, they want you to give them cash apps and stuff. Talking about, give me it's 500 people in here. If y'all give me $1 a piece a day, I'll be good. I don't ask for nothing. I ain't begging for nothing. If you don't give me nothing, I don't need it.
Right, that's what I do. Like, I'll say things from the heart. If you relate, you relate. You
right.
Don't.
If you don't, you don't. I ain't begging for nothing. Ain't no reason for it. It said, I just got here. I hit, thank you, Emerald.
Thank you.
It says it's 74. That's right. Almost 80 people in here. Hit the like button. If you so-called really miss me, hit the like button. Hey, St. Hudson. How you doing, sweetie? Yeah, man. But yeah, Solar, he need to fall back. He needs to fall back because he doing too much.
He don't know what else to do. What else is he going to do?
Yeah,
this is all he knows, but it's downloads. The funny thing is, everybody talking about herbs, spices, crystals, all that, but they're not helping the community.
Thank you, St. Hudson. Thank you, sweet. No, they're not helping the community at all.
No, they're not telling you where to go to actually help your community or help somebody else. They're not guiding you anywhere.
Nope. It's all a hustle. Like you said with Gargett. He doing it for views and Cash App. The more views you get, the higher percentage that you'll get a Cash App, because somebody gonna believe in that bull crap you talking about and bless you. Thank you, Alexis, for hitting it.
I just keep on thinking. I just keep on seeing that video running through my head of his new old girlfriend. I don't know what to call her. The one.
Which one?
The dark skinned one that's got a fade.
Oh, the one that's over there now?
Mm-hmm.
That ain't his new girlfriend. You keep saying that. She been around for couple of years.
Because she's new to me,
you,
but she old to everybody.
Right. She's old. Yeah, she old. Somebody said, OMG, did you see Mama Nine's new music video, Dissing Nature? I was just telling True about that. I was saying how she in the thumbnail she was sticking up her middle finger. Yeah, I thought it was that she was talking trash about Nature. I didn't know it was a rap song. I didn't hear it, but I knew she must have been talking some mess about him.
Let me find out. Mama Nine got bars, y'all.
No, she has rapped about him a few times since she's left out of Carbonation.
Is she good? I haven't heard.
I don't know. I ain't put it like this. You can find out. You go to a channel. I wouldn't play it on my platform because YouTube is getting real shady.
Right.
They're getting strict on everything. Them bums don't without Natureboy. They don't know what to do without Natureboy, right? They can't teach information that they don't know. Exactly. It's all fake. It's all fake.
They've been there for years and still don't know what they're talking about.
She said that new video is insane. LOL.
I'm
gonna check it out.
In a bad way?
No, she's saying probably dissing the heck out of Natureboy. She went in. That means she went in on Natureboy, dissing the heck out of him.
I'll be upset too if my first time was forced to be with a man.
Yeah. He went over there and convinced her she's a woman. She needs to be in women's clothes. She needs to be with a man. And Musa ain't had none in Lord knows how long.
So he was just happy.
He was just happy just to have something. I'm surprised we haven't heard from. Oh God, don't bring that girl up. Ooh. I can't stand that little heifer, Umi. She can't stand me neither. I can't stand that girl. Ooh, child, I can't stand her.
I like her.
I liked her at first, but then she switched up. And I had did a commentary video on her. She was messing with an older dude that she was living with prior to going to carbonation. And I guess she got mad at me, honey. And she just said the wrong thing to me, honey. And honey, I'm nice, but you get me off of YouTube and I'm gonna tell you about yourself. So I had to tell her about herself, because first and foremost, I'm old enough to be your mother.
Right.
I've been your age. You ain't never been mine. And I ain't fitting to let nobody disrespect me. I don't let nobody disrespect me in the street. I ain't gonna let you disrespect me on no social media. So, then she got on social media and was talking about me and showing some of my videos, trying to act like she clowning. Honey, girl, go on and sit down.
Right.
Go sit down.
Whatever situation you're in, you should be
She
proud of
loves
it.
attention. That's another reason why I didn't started not liking her. She loves attention. That's another reason why I didn't. She loved all that in the jacuzzi, in the old man's jacuzzi with a bikini on, and just doing too much. She was just doing too much. She was really trying to grow her following, and didn't get nowhere, because where's she at now?
I haven't seen her in a minute.
Yeah. She only went over there, I believe, to try to see if she could work Natureboy for a hot little second, get her name out there. So, she was over there with Natureboy and grow her following and be putting her Cash App on her Instagram and people just giving her money for GP.
It was
Just
working for a minute. She was on Bingo, and her live streams was just based on, polygamy.
Bingo. I
Mm,
never seen her on there.
Yeah, she was. I was like one of her biggest fans. I always get polygamy and this sex.
The one with she had
The
short hair.
short hair. She turned around and blonde her hair after
Yeah,
she
yeah.
got Umi from
She
Georgia.
she started a tribe too. She had like a little small tribe. I don't know I don't know if she still got it.
The women that she tried to sleep with.
I don't know what woman she tried. Tell me about this. Come on now. I'm talking too much now. I gotta come up for
Polygamy.
air. Come
Yeah,
on, let's talk.
she was she was living a polygamy lifestyle. So certain women came to her, and like one woman that went with her, she was like she ended up going to be with Natureboy. I forgot, she was light skinned. I forgot her
Because there
name.
was one chick that switched up on her that was
Right, right. And
down with her.
she tried to force me to sleep with her and her dude.
You?
No, she was talking about Umi.
Okay.
The
Yeah.
girl that ended up switching on her and going to see Natureboy and being with Natureboy kept on, how he makes people talk about things.
Yeah.
One of the real end moments, she was talking about Umi and how the Umi wanted her to sleep with her and her old man.
Oh wow. I think I did hear about that.
Right.
It's like kind of like, how sometimes you kind of forget about something in your memory bank, but then when a person brings it up, you kind of sort of remember bits and pieces of it. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
And she
I heard it.
never talked about it or anything. And I was like, well, if you're in a polygamy relationship, isn't that supposed to happen? So I was on Umi's side, like, wait a minute, I thought she was polygamous with y'all.
Right.
But I do remember now. I do remember the tribe, because the reason why the girl was with her is because Umi was trying to start up her own tribe. I remember now.
Saint Hudson said, "And where's the deaf girl? There was a deaf girl over there?
Who?
I know this deaf bae on Big O he was trying to get with, but I don't think she ever went over the carbonation.
She wouldn't.
No, not at all. She was dissing him too, and deaf and all, dissing him. Yeah, she was very, very disrespectful to Natureboy. He was trying to holler at her, but she wasn't trying to hear it.
You know who was my favorite? I ain't gonna lie, Cherry the Boom. She was like, I don't know you. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. She cussed him out. Oh, she's funny. Cherry the Boom. She's a fly little transgender.
Is she is.
She knows she is too.
She got that thing. She was like, I don't know you. If I met you, I know you. How much you paid? I was like,
right. Hey, look at ain't nothing for free. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Can't be mad at it.
Some people, one time or another, been down that road before. They might not admit to it, but hey, it is what it is. But at least she keep it real.
Right.
Pretty one with the long locks. Hold on. Here's Saint Hudson. Hey, sweetie.
Hey y'all, what's good?
Hi.
Welcome back,
Blessing.
SL.
Thank you.
Well, she's loud in the background, so I don't know how long. I'm probably gonna mute a lot. But you remember her? She's in the picture with Velvet and Serenity. It's
She's a
her,
deaf girl.
Nature Boy. He's like crouched down, and each one of them is behind him, and they got like their hand on his shoulder. And
Didn't
she
her
was
name
only
start with
there for a
Y?
minute.
Was it?
And I think he smacked her and she bounced because she was like, I ain't having that. And she could only hear a little bit, but she used to do sign language.
Oh, I don't even. Oh God, man, I'm getting old because I'm telling you, I don't even remember.
It's been so
She,
many through the years.
Yeah, it's
you
a
rem,
lot of
you
them.
rem, if you see a picture of her, you'll remember her. She kind of looked like in between a mixture of Velvet and Malia, and she's very pretty. She
Wasn't
never
her
spoke.
Yada or something that started with it Y, right?
I don't remember what her name is. It might have started with a Y, but she had locks and she had very long locks. And this is like when everybody's locks was still kind of long or short. And this is before Velvet had
Pocahontas.
the baby.
So it's
No,
Pocahontas.
like melanation.
Pocahontas already left. No, she was light
Okay.
skinned. Pocahontas
Oh,
already
okay.
left. This was like yeah. This is before Eliana, baby Eliana came, and this is
Oh,
before
okay.
this is when he was still with Stephanie.
So
This is
Oh,
when
melanin
it's
that was a long while ago then. I don't think that I was doing carbonation videos then. I
you
started doing
were.
carbon. I was. Oh,
Let me see
I
if I
don't
can find a
remember.
picture of them.
Yeah, because now you got me thinking. Because deaf girl, I'm like, what?
But a lot of people didn't even know that she was deaf. They just thought she didn't speak a lot. But few people knew she was deaf and she
Oh,
couldn't really hear that well. She mostly spoke red lips.
oh, okay. Nah, you'd have to show me a picture. Make sure what you do is you DM me a
right.
picture, and then I'll show it on live because I'll be going live all this month. Because I just got back and I gotta at least talk with my audience. That's the least I can do is at least talk with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Do my little pre-recorded commentary videos, but also talk and kick it with y'all. Oh, Fifi the Scorpio? No, no, he's not talking
Was
about
it?
that. She
No, because
said,
Fifi. No, Fifi was in the.
"Where's she at? Is she still on Big O?"
I haven't seen Fifi in a while, but
Me
I've seen her
neither.
this a couple of months ago. It's been this year, but I haven't seen Fifi in a while.
Me neither. She can't stand me. But I don't know why. I ain't never did nothing. I don't know that lady from a can of paint. She ain't wrapped too tight. Them floors don't go all the way up. Them lights ain't all the way on. But I don't. I
I'm,
just to me she's funny when she cusses me out because it's like, okay, like because especially if you know you ain't never had no smoke with somebody and they just don't like you and they just try to go in on you. She's older. She's older than me probably anyways too. I ain't paying no mind. To me it's just funny. She be saying stuff that be having me cracking up. Even when she's saying it about me, I just be so funny. But yeah,
Fifi don't like a lot of reporters, because a lot of reporters will call her BS on the carpet. Because
right.
she's a
Yep.
character.
Yeah, she's a character. I know.
Oh, she from my
Yeah.
town.
I want to know because Joy said a lot of people on the back end that was actually there in carbonation, a lot of people that dipped in and dipped out came
Uh-huh.
forward to the DA,
Oh wow.
but they haven't came forward to the public. So
Right.
I
That's
want to
why I told you
know.
I wonder how many people from the tribe. I call it the tribe because I don't like to call it the
Hmm.
C word because you know how YouTube is. But I was saying to my girl here, I wonder how many people from the tribe has testified. Basically, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? From
Hmm.
melanated to carbonation, the ex carbonation members, both when he was melanated and carbonation.
Oh,
I'm wondering how many people came forth
oh,
that
he
was
definitely.
down with him. Yeah,
I hope Phoenix. I hope they got a statement from Phoenix.
Which one
they
was?
Phoenix was one of the first ones to really come forward publicly and say something.
the
When
heavy
he
set
said
lady.
no, Phoenix is the dude,
Oh,
the Dominican cat that offered I don't know if he was Dominican or Honduran. He's the one that offered Nature Boy that land
oh
to
yeah,
set
yeah.
up
Right,
I
I
to
know.
remember that.
Right. Yep,
yeah.
yep.
And he said that when they were doing like they were meditating all together and his wife was sitting down like laying down that Nature Boy tried to put his finger insert his finger into his wife. His wife
What?
didn't speak any English. Yeah.
What?
What?
Like they were all doing
Whoa!
like You know the light, like we all watch The Craft, and you know light as a feather, stiff as a board, where you all put your hands underneath the person and you try to like make them levitate, that type of mess.
Yeah, yeah.
He was making her
And
left
he's
right.
yeah, and her hands like her hands were on top of her chest, and everyone had their hands underneath her, and they were trying to make her levitate or whatever. And Nature Boy tried to insert his fingers into his wife,
Ooh,
and he
ooh.
almost knocked Nature Boy's head off his shoulders, and that's when him and his wife quit carbonation slash melanation because this is when they
Oh,
were
wait a minute. I
switching.
know who Phoenix is now. I know who you're
Yeah,
talking about now. He's an older dude.
yeah, he was the one that was slightly like balding, and he was
Yeah,
like,
he
you
was.
know,
Yep. I know, because he has a YouTube channel, and yep.
mm-hmm.
And when you
He's
said
doing
knock,
good now.
yeah, but I'm gonna tell you something. When you said knock his head off, he looked like he was one of them dudes that wasn't having it. That was over there with Nature Boy. Out
Right.
of all them dudes that I will
Mm-hmm.
say that been over in carbonation, I can see that one knocking Nature Boy's head off. He's still with that lady too.
Yeah, that's his wife. He wasn't for play, and
Yep.
he was about to. He was
She's pretty. She pretty. Nice looking girl too.
yeah, and he offered Nature Boy the what like 100 acres in
Wow.
Costa Rica or Honduras or whatever. And what happened was it was like land that wasn't like maintained or anything. And you know, Nature Boy and his lazy ass, he didn't want to till the land
Right.
or
He didn't
like you
allow.
know take
Right.
care like because you gotta like you know with land in another
But he
country that
don't know how
hasn't
to.
been
He
tilled.
don't know how to grow nothing. Nature Boy
Exactly.
was lying about all that living off the land. He all them time, even when he was melanated. When was he living off the land? The whole time since 2016 that he been preaching and being in this conscious community, living this holistic lifestyle, trying to get closer to the sun. When has he grew anything?
He has been
Never.
given
Right.
so much. Key. That's why Key didn't just give Nature Boy that 300,000. He gave the tribe that three hundred
So
thousand
that they
for
could do
them.
those things
Yes. So
and
imagine
start
somebody
a
give you
build a community, not
immunity,
spend it on bikes,
dirt bikes and
motorbike, dirt
stuff.
bikes, and equipment, music equipment, laptop, cell phone. He was flying people out. He was even flying some people out that were members. I'm like, come on, man, how you
And Nature
taking
Boy
that money
probably
doing that?
Nature Boy probably lied to him because imagine Nature Boy's a finesser. So you there with Phoenix. Phoenix is like you in a meeting. Phoenix is like, okay, I got 100 acres in South America. Keys is sitting here like, okay, well my father just passed away, and I have 300,000. We're a community here of people trying to build a like you know a tribe, a community.
He gave
And
that man
Nature Boy is
over.
like, yeah, Nature Boy is like, okay, well you know I he probably told him I've been an investor when I was back in the like you know in the states.
Yeah,
He
I got
probably
a
told him
purpose.
that I got yeah like you know I got he probably told me he went to dad going Harvard for finance or whatever. Who knows what this
Agriculture
dude
or
told him?
something, right?
Yeah, who
Exactly.
knows what this idiot told him?
But you know what though? That man gave him over $250,000 because 250,000 is $250,000. He gave him over
Mm-hmm.
that 50,000 more, and that man just blew all that money. Ain't got a dime to show for. Let me tell you something. Even to this day, if somebody gave me money in 2016, I still would have money from that $300,000.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, that part. I'm sorry. I don't. I would be budgeting it, or I would put it into an annuity where I was getting a payment weekly, or every 2 week, bi-weekly, or monthly. You know what I'm saying? So I could live off that for a lifetime. I would have did something with it. I would have did more than what Nature Boy did with it. I
Right.
would not have gave Nature Boy that money because he already had a finance team recently, and that consists of Loyal, True, and Solar. And what financing are those three stooges doing? You got to be real illiterate and stupid that you would even pick those. Why would you even need anyone to finance your money?
Because they helped him with the PPP loans, allegedly.
Well,
And he just put them in their name, so he didn't put it in his name,
so he
and he
wouldn't
had
get
to
in
be the
trouble.
fall guy.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
he
Exactly.
he he
I'm
just likes
telling you
to throw
something, Hudson.
labels.
Let me tell you something. Solar, I don't care what nobody say. This is my opinion. But I will say, disclaimer, allegedly, Solar took that money. Nature Boy was sitting on at least 100,000. I think it was more than that.
You think?
Yeah, because they were supposed to give Gargett 100,000. So why would they give him 100,000 for staying at the house? So why would they give him 100,000 of that money to stay there if that's all he had? So he had to have about $200,000. That's what I was saying.
Excuse my background noise, but don't
Okay.
forget that that girl, I forgot her name, and don't forget that girl when Nature Boy first got arrested. Remember that Solar ran to Mexico, and then he ran back to Atlanta.
Right.
But don't forget that girl in Vegas that they stayed with before. She said she came on live and
Anna.
told Anna. Yeah,
Yeah.
Anna came on live. Anna came on.
Hello.
Anna came on live and told people that Solar stayed at her house in between.
Oh, okay. Wow.
After when Solar tried to front and say that he's not with Nature Boy and F Nature Boy and he's Team Solar now, and like Nature Boy killed his daughter, Anna came on live and was like, "Y'all don't know this, but Solar was staying at my house."
Matter of fact, I remember that interview. Yep. I remember that interview.
Was it on V Max's channel? Max V's channel, I mean. She went on there and said it.
I think did she come on channel? I don't remember who it was. But
She did go on
she,
Max V's channel, but I don't know what she said over there. I'm just saying, was it what
No,
platform?
I think it
Okay.
might have been on Max V, it might have been, or it might have been her own Instagram. But Anna came on live, and everybody was calling Anna crazy. But then Anna was like, "What? Solar stay with me? What is Solar talking about?"
I like
F
Anna
Nature
because
Boy,
she
because she
reached
was
out
still
to me.
going. Yeah, and Anna was still going hard for Nature Boy, and Anna was like, "What is Solar talking about? Solar was staying with me."
Wow. But see, so if you
When people
know,
were saying that Solar was trying to set Natiri up. This is when people were saying that Solar was still trying to set
I think he
Natiri
was
up.
at first. I think he was at first, and then he switched up.
Because he got mad at Nature Boy because he was supposed to take over the reins for Nature Boy, and he didn't.
He never did.
And by the
Right,
way,
exactly.
it was me that put two and two together for the whole internet and told everybody that him and Terry was in Mexico. Because I don't understand why people
And
wasn't
everyone thought I
realizing.
was lying when I said that they was in Mexico and this and that and other, because she was trying to get her supporters to give her the money to go there.
Wow.
But
They were
yeah,
like, and
yeah, of course
everyone
she was going there. Everyone's like, she got
people were
mad
like,
because
no, people was
she
getting
got
pissed at
mad.
me.
She got mad because people were saying that because it was you and saying that she was going to Mexico,
And
and
I
she got
wasn't lying.
mad.
I wasn't
He
lying.
wasn't.
No, he
She was like,
wasn't.
I'm not going to
And I
Mexico.
also said they're gonna end up together. Trust me. I said I don't know. And then I said when they did end up together, I was even saying he was liking the post first. I said I'm telling you, they are together. They're just not coming out yet. I bet you Solar is either in Atlanta with Neytiri or Neytiri's in California, but they're together now. And I kept trying to tell people, and they're like, "No, she not going with Solar. Solar can't even be around her because he'll be intimidating the witness." I said, "Okay." People
She
like
got mad,
you're fake
blocking
news.
people.
Yep.
She got mad, blocking people and
She
getting
could.
on live and being real smug and snarky to people, saying that she's not
She gonna
going nowhere
sue
with
them
Solar and she's gonna
and
sue
threatening to
them.
sue people and all this
I don't
stuff.
know how you're gonna sue people with no money. Number
Right.
one, number
Exactly.
two.
Thank
And
you.
then I realized that they were in Mexico when, first of all, I don't know how people didn't put two and two together because everyone was saying it was in California. And I know there's a lot of Mexican people in California.
Mm-hmm.
But every single place you go, people are speaking Spanish, number one. Number
Right.
two. And then they
Right.
were sitting at some place, at some hookah lounge. I saw the
Mm-hmm.
name of one place. I took that one place and Googled it. And the only place it was in Mexico. I
Mexico.
was like,
Mm-hmm.
boom, right there.
Yep.
There they are in Mexico.
Yeah, I was a fake news channel when I was calling it out. You fake news. I said, well, let me be fake news. Like I said, I know for a fact
No, you're a
that
black
they're
woman and a
together.
mother, and you're not stupid.
I'm not stupid, exactly. And but see what it is when you said you don't know how people put two and two together. It ain't that they ain't put two and two together. They probably knew just like you and me. But what it is it's better for people to live in a lie than to live in the truth. Because a
Right.
lie goes on and on and on and on. But when you tell the truth, it ceases and desists and stuff. So that means people don't want to hear the truth because they want it to go on and on and on. The truth is going to just is gonna end everything. Ain't gonna be nothing
What
to
were they
talk about.
saying? Love wins. Love wins.
Oh, please.
What the
Yeah.
fuck is that? Like, is she
I don't.
crazy?
Girl,
Are
you
you
better stop
fucking?
swearing. Don't be swearing on here now.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Like, I'm
okay.
sorry. I'm sorry,
Don't you have
YouTube. But
me
like,
editing this video.
are you crazy? You gonna go
Right.
to a whole nother country with your R-worded sidekick, the Robin
Yeah.
to his Batman? Are you
Mm.
insane?
Well, we all know love ain't won nothing. Cause he's trying to get Zoca back. He's trying to holler from a distance. Baby, if you ready to come home to daddy, you can come stay with me and Neytiri. And they're gonna be beefing because they don't even like each other.
They really don't. They really
Mm-hmm.
don't.
They really he never, and he says this in multiple different ways. You was in the house when this he was in the house when this happened.
Hold on 1 second. Y'all talk. Y'all help me out for a minute.
When
Okay.
this happened to you, he was in the house, and after this happened to you, he was talking cast. You know what about you in front of the courthouse when Alicia was on the phone? You was
But
all type of this and that.
he was supposed to, because Eligio told him to. And at the time that was his God, so he had to listen.
Man, listen.
Ooh, child.
What?
No, I was just
Oh.
thinking about what I was saying before my phone rang.
And I
It
don't.
always happens. I should have put it on vibrate, but that was my
And,
sister. But child, I'm trying to tell you, people was killing me when they was like, Natureboy locked up. I don't know why y'all talking about. No, Natureboy ain't locked up nowhere. I've been saying before Natureboy got locked up. As long as he has those tribe members or disciples, he's really still here because they are Natureboy. He has brainwashed and reprogrammed into one mind, one self. They are Natureboy.
Right.
And they are now in place while he's in jail to do the F stuff. You know what I'm saying? The F-ish.
To keep it going.
To keep it going. And that's what they're doing. And we're
and
busting them in lies. We're busting Solar in lies. We're busting I in lies. True then went crazy. Zoca then went cuckoo. I mean, we're just seeing everything happen before our eyes.
Solar's heart, his heart is with any woman. It's with
Or
Zoka.
man.
It's with Zoca. Say it
Or
again.
man
Or
Well,
is
man.
with
right.
Zoka.
But it's with
He
Zoca.
he clearly, number one, he likes masculine energy. He's not going to be with no woman that's griping and groveling any type of way.
Right.
Because the only men that he had as guidance in this world have been two abusers. That's number one.
Mm.
His father and Natureboy.
Wow.
So he's not going to be with no woman that's begging and griping and groveling and letting no man abuse her.
Well, I guess Neytiri ain't gonna be around too long then.
And
He
so
like
not gonna be
exactly.
still out
And
there.
see, and Natureboy said too that Zoca likes it rough. She's one of them
Mhm.
women that like to get beat on. I ain't never heard nobody wanting to get beat on.
But you know what else too? Zoka has a lot of masculine energy, and Solar has a lot of feminine energy. You can see in the way he sits, his
Yeah,
mannerisms.
yes,
We,
mannerism.
you don't even have to listen to him speak. It's just the way he like.
Sugar in his tank, honey.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
and Zoka has a lot of masculine in her tank. She does.
And I
You can
think
see
he's
it.
attracted to that.
Yeah.
Exactly. They balance
Right.
each other out. Aside, like if you was to take away all the trauma and all like the negativity, if they
Neytiri's
were
more
healed,
feminine. Yeah,
yes,
Yeah.
Neytiri's
Natiri is
more
way
feminine.
more feminine.
Yeah, so that's
Zoka
not.
and him, if they had no trauma, if they were two healed individuals, if they didn't have all this nature boy mess, all this carbonation mess,
Mm-hmm.
and they were just two like happy-go-lucky people walking this earth, they would be a way better fit
Yep.
than him and Natiri.
Yep.
And we all know that.
Yep.
Right.
You right. You right.
Because Neytiri is gonna force him to be a man and he don't know how to be.
Right, exactly. But see, no, the thing is Neytiri's not gonna win. Love ain't gonna win because, like she was saying, he likes more masculine energy. That's why he's attracted to Zoca. One, he been with her longer. They got more history together. And sometimes you might not be attracted to somebody when you first meet them, but they can grow on you and you can fall in love with them or love them. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that there's no
Mm-hmm.
love at all with the Neytiri and Solar thing. I think
Absolutely
Solar
not.
is just making that up as he goes along.
That's
And he
sad.
shouldn't do that because that girl has sacrificed herself for
Over
many of years
and
to be
over.
with him. Now you're going to tell me that you really never loved me? Because he's showing her that he don't love her or care about her by talking about Zoca in her face like that. Every time
But
you
you
turn
know what?
around, he's doing it.
But you know what?
Mm-hmm.
Natiri is that whole Natiri coming in for Solar thing is something she made up in her head because she when she first started messing like with the whole Carbonation clan, Solar wasn't even there yet.
Mm-hmm.
She was going back and forth with Nature Boy from the beginning,
So you think
and
she
then
was attracted to both of them?
absolutely, because
Yep.
what like if you go back and forth with the beginning of the when she was corresponding back and forth, Solar wasn't even there.
Right.
She
Wow.
done went. She been with Solar. Wait, she been with. I'm not even doing this in order. But she been with Eligio. She been
Mm.
with Tron. She been with
Yeah, she was. Yep.
Loyal. She
Yep.
been with Solar. She been with Musa. She's been like passed around all over that place.
I just don't
And then
understand it.
outside of it, she's been with what? Prince York.
And then
She's
she
been
was
with Yada.
that I couldn't think of his name. Yada, the one that does
Got her.
the sea moss. That's what I was trying. Right, Yada. Yada
She
got
been
it.
with
He got his money right now. If
yeah,
anybody she
yeah.
should be with, should be him.
Oh,
That's
Omac. That's why she
Omac.
paint like Omac.
For real? I didn't know she was
Yeah.
with Omac.
Look at her painting. She paint just like Omac. She was with Omac.
Listen,
She was
she
with
was scared
what's her
of Prince
name?
York's son because when Nature Boy went to ATL, he's a punk too. He left her in Puerto Rico because she said she didn't want to bump into Dr. York's son that she was messing with. I can't think of his name, so I'm saying Dr. York's
Prince
son,
York.
right? Because he was gonna whoop her up, boop boop. Yeah, and because he was already whooping on it when he was with her. He was whooping on that. He was
He
whooping her
whipped her
behind.
verbally.
And
SL, I
physically.
promise you, and
And
physically, I promise
physically.
you.
He was
Look
whooping
up the
on her.
videos. He read
Well,
her
he was
to
Yeah.
doing,
filth.
but you could tell the way he was talking to her behind closed. And when a man talks to you the way he was talking to her on social media, on them IG,
Mm.
lives, the way he was talking to her, you could tell he be whooping on her. But it ain't no can tell. She said out of her own mouth she didn't want to go to ATL because she was afraid she would bump into him and he would beat her behind. And guess what? You know what Nature Boy should have said with his tough butt? You coming with me, I'm a man. You with me, he ain't gonna put his hands on you while you with me.
I
You
don't even
said
know if I believe that. I'm sorry, I don't. You
she
want to know
stayed.
why?
She stayed behind when all the girls went to ATL with him. She didn't want to come.
But I
I don't
know
even know if I believe that because she was messing with Prince York in him and his wife's bed,
Oof.
and his
I didn't
wife
even.
caught them.
I
So
didn't
I don't
even
know if
know
I
he was
believe
oh, I
that.
know that.
married.
Yes, he's married on paper, and he was
Yeah.
messing around, and she was chummy with his wife, and she was messing with him in
Oh
his wife's
man.
bed.
Oh
So I
no.
don't know if I believe that.
Oh no. That
Wow.
can't
So
be
PC.
fine. I thought she stayed for Solar when she stayed back.
She didn't start this whole "I love Solar" and "I want to be with Solar" mess until what happened was that Nature Boy was saying that he wants to make another queen, and then when she thought that she could be queen because
She
she wanted
played
to
her on
be
that.
the
He was.
queen, he was like, "No, I'm gonna make Zoca," and then it turned into, "No, I'm gonna be my king and queen," and then she turned into, "Well, then I
He
love
he he,
Solar.
he
I
was.
want to be with Solar
He
because
already
Solar was second in
predicted.
command."
He already predicted that they was gonna turn on him. So he was
Yeah,
playing mind games with Neytiri when he said
Mm.
that. He was never gonna make her no
Of
chiefess.
course
Come
not.
on now.
yeah,
He
he
was
been
doing that
playing.
to make Aaliyah mad.
He
Right.
loves that. Exactly. He did that to make Malia mad, but he
Yep.
also, yeah, he did that to make Malia mad. And he loves to play mind games. And if you notice with Solar, Solar is his second in command, number two. And number three, he uses Solar a lot with a lot of women to bait them into coming into carbonation. Like
You
Right.
said that
Solar is his
earlier.
little worm. How many women? How many? I wish I could see Solar's phone because I'm sure there's a whole string of group texts of women that he used Solar with a lot of women to bring them into
Yep.
carbonation.
Because they're attracted to him.
Mm-hmm.
They're attracted to Solar.
I'm about to say something.
Go ahead.
Saw Solar's profile on POF right a couple months before I saw Nate's
What is
profile.
POF?
Plenty of Fish.
Oh, he's on there
Plenty of Fish, the
too?
dating
He was
app.
on there as Country Love. That was the time that he was doing the Country Love thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he liked my profile. We never talked or anything like that, but I thought it was hilarious. He said he was in the Philadelphia area and everything. But of course, it disappeared after
Right.
all.
Mm-hmm.
So
You think that Nate put him on to the Plenty of Fish when he moved in there?
I'm pretty sure that's part of the thing. You remember? Well, I just recently heard somebody else give an interview talking about that she was, I think it was LaDonna, talking about that she thought she was talking to Tron all that time when she was really talking to Nature Boy. So I think it could have
Oh,
been
wow.
Nature Boy because he'll sit there and take people's profiles and he got all that information. It could have been.
Wow.
What's the first thing he said when he got arrested? Solar, go talk to her. Like, this is
Yep.
his thing.
And then the thing, he was so nervous he didn't realize I'm on a recorded line. You're on a recorded line. You just incriminated yourself by on a prison phone trying to tell him to intimidate a witness.
And he was right with her right after that. So that's what I thought he was doing. That he was
Yep.
working for Nature Boy, trying to act like he hated me.
Nah, they was already working behind the scenes to hook up. Soon
When
as
Solar
Nature
was
Boy
his
went to
doctor,
jail.
when Solar was doctor, I mean, when Nature Boy was Dr. Bishop, Solar was literally almost facing Zoca face to face.
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to explain to Eligio how Neytiri is not his type. And
she still ain't.
Nature Boy, no, he's not. But Nature Boy was cutting him off before he could really get it out.
Mm-hmm.
Nature Boy knows what he's doing. He knows how to manipulate a situation. Come on now, we're older when we're like, we know how manipulation works.
Exactly. Trust. We've been around, and if we don't at this point, we don't even need to be here. I'm trying to tell you, because we are lost cause if we don't at this point. I'm trying to tell you, but like you just said, St. Hudson, he said he wasn't really attracted to Neytiri. So why all of a sudden is he attracted to her now? He's not.
He's not.
And she's not even attracted
She's a
to him like
rebound.
that. Because the way, look at them videos of her online with Nature Boy and dancing the way she's dancing with Nature Boy. And ain't a woman that's going to be so in love with Solar. She's like, oh, he baited me in, talking about Nature Boy and all this other mess. How you ain't
And
going
when we
back and
made
forth
love,
between, yeah, and,
she said
and
on
not even just Eligio, all these other men that she going in and out of, weaving back and forth. You so in love with a man, no other man is going to be able to hook you in. Love doesn't work like that.
It sure doesn't.
She's in
You're
love
in love.
with love. She's not in love with these people. She's in love with
Mm-mm.
the
She's in love
love.
with who she thinks that they are, but they're not that person.
No,
You
She's trying to get
she's
some
in love with just
attention.
being in love. She just want to feel
Exactly.
She
what
wants
it is.
somebody to take care of her.
There's
That's
some attention that she's trying to get. There's some type of
Mm-hmm.
attention, and apparently it's probably something in her family. Because I don't understand why your child or your family member could be going through what she's going through right now and just lollygagging all the way to Mexico. Because I don't care. I could be 50 and my mother 80 years old. Ain't no way in HELL that I gotta open our case from some tribe member
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just wandering off to Mexico like that. My mother
Yeah,
would wheel her 80-year-old behind down and grab me
my
by my
mother would too.
ponytail.
Mm-hmm. Say, we gonna get it right today, honey. You gonna bring your behind back here. I taught you better than that. You know what I'm saying? But some parents, I don't know.
So there's something that baby is pining for. There's something in her heart that she's missing that she don't know what love is, and she's reaching out for love to all these creepazoids.
But you
right.
know what? It started from a young age. I
It had
believe
to.
it was something she wasn't getting growing up.
Cause you with your R wordist main man, his ace boom coon, his right man, the
Yeah,
man
that's
that he
crazy.
sent out there to hook you in.
The man that right, and you sacrificed your life going out there all the many years trying to get Solar, and he acted like you didn't even exist when you got there. Never left one time when you left.
Never looked your way.
Didn't even look your way. Now all of a sudden, Nature Boy's in jail. You the rebound. That's what I look at it. He dealing with you now, not just because Nature Boy's in jail. You the rebound. He had
Was in the
to
house
get.
and you getting assaulted.
Yep, and didn't even try to help her.
Of course not.
And he was
Probably
right
why.
there. You know, he was hearing it when they were doing that, when he was doing that stuff to her or ordering for it to be done. That's crazy. Yeah, Neytiri needs to get herself together, man. My heart goes out to her because, she's lost. Because nobody in the right mind that's got a sane mind would put themselves through that unless they were lost. I believe she's lost. You can't kind of sort of blame somebody that's lost because they're lost. Go ahead. What you about to say? I thought you was about to say something.
No, I'm just holding my breath because you're right.
Yeah. To keep subjecting yourself to that, you got to be lost. I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, there's people that are stupid. There's people that are lost. There's all kind of people. I don't know what to call what's going on with her. I really don't know her personally. I don't know if she's just stupid or lost. Or a little bit of both.
I want her to know, like, because I know, like, her friends be hearing this, and she may be hearing this, and I know y'all. I don't know where you from. I'm True Alchemy, but I know me and SL, we from the Northeast, and we shoot from the hip. And I'm saying this not out of like being gossipy or running my mouth or to hurt you, because I know you're very sensitive. I say this with love and care. As you're a younger Black woman. You're closing in on 30, and I'm 39 myself. I've been 30 already, and maybe the people that should be caring for you haven't said this to you. Maybe they have, but I'm saying this because I'm fearful for you. I want you to make it home. I want you to see another birthday. I want you to see another Christmas. I want you to be able to be a mother one day. I want you to look back on this and be able to tell the next generation, don't do what I did. I'm saying this to you with love.
Right.
Yes.
You sacrificed yourself and you allowed yourself to go through it, and you ain't going to allow another generation to go through that. You're going to protect them with a cape on because you don't want them to go through what you went through. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't hate you. I like, this is not malice. For real, this is not no
And that's
malice.
what I was saying too. I'm not talking bad about it. And anything that I'm saying ain't gossip because I'm saying it publicly, number one. Number two, it ain't gossip because if you ask me if I said it, I'm going to tell you I said it.
Exactly. And that's why we keep an eye on you. And that's why we keep an eye on you. It's because we care.
Right. I know. Just like when I was gone, y'all was, concerned. I had to take a little break though.
You needed it.
I had to take health. Yeah, man. Right. Or I'll be just as messed up as the Carbonation members crying over Natureboy. Cause this is a lot of crazy stuff going on. I heard Aya was crying over him too. I guess she must have been obviously on some type of a social media platform doing it. I think it's game for Cash Apps though. I think it's game for Cash App.
Or different perception. She probably crying over him because he got so much dirt on her that he's gonna throw her under the bus.
Right. That would make you cry. Exactly.
She probably don't know what to do. Like she don't have no direction.
But she got family because her sister been begging her to come home.
Aya's
sister. Yeah, her sister been trying to. She just crying. Yeah, she was crying and like. I don't know what's wrong with my sister. She was saying, we knew something was wrong with her when we were like, Aya, you don't have to sleep outside. She was sleeping in the tent in the backyard. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's before she went to Carbonation. Right. Then she drove a hoopty all the way to Mexico. He was playing games with her. He made her drive all the way back. That car could have broke down or anything.
Right. Stood her up.
And then he flew her out there. I said, what was that? Why? What's up with you, bro? So it's crazy. It really is.
You see, but that back then he was thinking for her. And all these years he's been thinking for her.
That's now why when she be saying, yep, that's why she be saying, but I think I want to leave. Next thing you know, she's staying. He's always talking her out of leaving.
But now what he can do, he probably can't even call every day like he was calling every day. They probably don't have no money to be putting on the phone or anything like that.
They probably, that's probably where a lot of that money goes, is canteen and the phone. Oh, he calling every day. Trust me. Oh, they're making it happen with that. If they're probably making that happen before they even eat. Even if they got to sell some of their food stamps, like half their food stamps a piece, to make sure once a month that money goes to his phone and canteen, they're doing it. Trust me.
Because they've been recycling clothes for like 3 months now.
Yeah, they're good at doing that. Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of seeing that love black shirt on everybody.
Everybody, yep. And them scarves and stuff. Yeah, same fake Burberry scarf and
They were.
Yeah, they're
but
fake.
I don't know, like
I wear designer clothes, I know.
Like no, SL. What I'm saying is like you've been gone. I don't know if you've been keeping up while you were gone.
No, I wasn't.
There was a time when I would say like that he was calling religiously, and they will use the money was going to canteen and all that and yada yada yada. But like it's been getting real sparse to where now like they're getting kicked out. And like they had the water cut off. It's been to the point where they're getting the water cut off.
So are they still in there?
And no, like now they gotta go. And Ayers, because Ayers was the only one that signed on the dotted line for eviction. And now it was up to like over 12 grand that she owed. Yep. And like
they
Zoca's back. Yeah, they couldn't pay it. Like they
Solar took that money.
Yeah. Now it's like they have nothing. Like before it was like, oh, they struggling and they robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Yep.
But now it's like Peter don't even have nothing anymore. They haven't been this down.
Yeah.
This down to where they probably even cut off. I wouldn't even be surprised if the DA like called like Department of whatever, like social services, to tell them that they fucking with food stamps.
Right.
And that they have to get their food stamps cut off because even the PPP money is turning back around. Like the tides are turning. The doors are closing. Yep. The curtains being pulled back. Like now I would not be surprised if they don't have money to pay for canteen and to put money on the JPay and stuff like that.
But let me say this to you. I think True sleeping in that car too.
I think they squat property, tell you the truth.
You think?
But no, they can't even squat anymore.
No,
they have to get out.
I think this right now they're staying somewhere because the where they're staying, I don't care what nobody say. It looks different now. It look like some old furniture up in there.
Think it might be Cookie's house again?
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm telling you, but they're not living in that house no more. Okay. They're out. That furniture that Zoca was on. It was a live that she abruptly just ended. And it was, what was it, last night, I want to say? I don't know. But yeah.
Now it might be the time everybody got to go home.
Please go home. Please go home.
I think I said too that, even I really think that if True leaves first, then they're done. Because then they don't got no money. Because True is the one that got the military check that's coming in. So I'm hoping he ends up coming to his senses and says, listen, I'll take care of Natureboy from a distance, and I'm gonna go take care of my my children. He has 2 kids. One before carbonation and one with Sheba. And leave this stuff alone. Make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in now. Come on now, let's get them likes up. Bete.
Cause True even cut his hair. Because at first he was going to grow locks. Remember, he got it twisted. And then he cut it and he had on that suit. Like he went like on a job interview or something. Like he goes back and forth. Like we didn't really know how schizophrenic he was until he was going in the woods and screaming. He was able to hide it real well.
You're talking about True?
Yeah.
True's a weirdo.
I can't even listen to him for more than 2 minutes.
Yeah, he's gotten bad. I think True checked out. I mean, all the way checked out. I think he's having a nervous breakdown right now.
Exactly. And he goes back and forth. He weighs because if you notice, like he'll go to his family's house, like, okay, I just gotta like, fold in and just like go back to normal. And then he'd be like, nah, F that. Carbonation till I DIE or like, no, I'm going back to nature. But then he'd be like, no, okay, no, I got to go back to civilian life. Like, I just got to, just for a little while until we get him out.
I
And they
don't
be like,
think
"Nah, F that! I'm gonna go live underneath a bridge." Like he like
but
fights
no,
in his head. You could
yeah, he
tell.
be in the car and saying all that crazy stuff or in the park with the backpack on. But you know what though? I think he's gonna leave soon. Because
He
I
got
think
no
that he's
choice.
right, but he don't know he has a choice because he got a $3,000 check he gets a month. They don't have a choice because they're living off his check. And if he leaves, he's not all they got is food stamps. You cannot live off no food stamps. Only thing food stamps is gonna do is feed you. It's not gonna house you unless somebody's willing to take you in and take those food stamps. Some people will do that. You
Do you
won't stay at
think,
my house because you got food stamps. Because I don't let people shack up in my stuff like that.
do you think it?
Maybe one person if I had to look out for somebody, but not no 3-4 people. I can't do that.
Do you believe that Nature Boy at one moment or one point in time is going to share his wife with True?
No,
I mean, he
not
did
at all.
before. He passed them before. You don't think he'll give the rings to True?
No, I don't think so. I think
Mm-mm.
that everyone's gonna go their separate ways. I don't think True could even hold it down like that. He's not
And
mentally capable of doing that.
Nature Boy is past Karen. Like if it when push comes to shove, he'll blame everything on True,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
because
not
yeah.
give his wife.
he's probably taught this. Was I gonna say? Yeah, but it's crazy. But I think True is like lost it. He's checked out. He checked out. Dude's a little cooked. I know he was cooked anyways, but it's taking a toll on him now.
You
He's
can
If
tell.
probably like,
Aya,
huh?
if Aya,
She's
if
turned
Aya was
into
smart, she would get on the other side of that case, and she would say that this man manipulated me, and I'm a victim of this man. So she don't got that $12,000 debt. She could probably try to fight that $12,000 debt over her head if she was smart.
but she ain't gonna do that.
But she got a PPP loan, right? So what's $12,000 compared to $100,000 or $80,000 debt?
That
Well,
too.
she's part of the that 100,000 being. It was more than 100,000 he got.
Oh
Because I
wow.
told you again, Nate was supposed to get, which I'm like, why would they give Nate that much money? He was
Probably
supposed to
because
get
he don't
half of the
live it.
money, and for living there, it was said that he was supposed to get 100,000. I'm like, 100,000? You mean $100 or $1,000? They said no, half the money. So I said, damn, he got that much, those many loans from all. But see, there's a whole bunch of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And some of them got. I think Malia got 30,000. Yeah. It was a list of who got what. I ain't gonna say the channel holder's name, please. Hudson, don't say the person's name. But he had a list of everybody's
Right. I remember
amount.
that. I
Yeah.
remember
So
because I even asked
and
him about that. He was like, "Oh, that's fake." I'm like, "But I saw the name
30
and the money."
Malia's portion alone, 30,000. That's close to 100,000. So it's very believable that he got over 100,000. Why would he give Nate if it's any truth to this?
Mm-hmm.
I said if there's any truth to it. Why would they give Nate that much money if that's all they had?
You know what's crazy? A lot of
Solar got a
people.
$5,000 gaming laptop that he was saying if the supporters want to help him get, he knew he already had the money. They could help him get it. He even said how much it cost. Guess who got the $5,000 light up screen? I mean, keyboard, different colors. That thing is that's a gaming computer, one of them high speed gaming. And that one's about $5,000 when he got. I know.
You know what's crazy? What a lot of these hood MFers think that just because their name is not on the PPP loan,
they ain't got
if
nothing
they
to do with
just,
it.
if no, not even that. It's like they think just because like the tax broker, the one that do like they think that if they're the H&R Block of the PPP loan, and they just do all the paperwork for people, and that then people just cut them a little piece of the kickback for doing all the work, that they're not gonna get charged with anything, but they going to jail too.
Yep, because they were there
and they did the work.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So they know
a lot of them are going to jail first.
They're going to be the co-defendants. They're gonna
Exactly.
be Neytiri Boy's co-defendants. Yep.
This
So
whole Dateline shows of all these mother and I don't want to curse on your thing. This whole Dateline shows of dudes up in New York that have these whole like storefronts. There's this one dude I'm thinking of that was in Washington Heights. He had a bodega, and dudes were coming into his bodega, getting their PPP loans done in his bodega. He wasn't getting the loans. The loans weren't for him, but because he know how to fill out the paperwork, and people will come back and pick up their checks and take them to check
he
cashing
got a
place and
cut
getting them
from it.
done, and he got the kickback, the cut from it. He's the one that went to jail first.
Right.
And it
But
sounds like to me that's what Nate was doing.
But you know what? My grandmother used to say years ago, when you commit a crime with somebody, sometimes you do more time than the person that you was with doing the crime with.